Okay, first we're going to look at our warm-up. So let's get your warm-up paper and let's go over that. So that with the two examples, we can see in the problem that there is a +2 in the equation that's with the x. And so to work the problem, this person did -2 on both sides. And on the second equation, we see a -3 with the y. And so to solve it, they did +3 on both sides. Okay, so for our new examples here, if we see a +9 in the equation, then we need to do a -9 on both sides. Okay, so that means that our first one would be x equals -7. On the next one, with the x, we see a -15. So if we have a -15, we need to do a +15. So +15 on this side and +15 on that side. Okay, so 8 + 15 is 23. So 23 is x. And then finally, on our last one, we have a -11 in the equation. So we need to do +11 on both sides. So that means that x is equal to 15. And remember that we can always go back and check our answer by putting it in the equation. If we did 15 - 11, does that equal 4? Yes, it does. That's how we know we did it correctly. All right, let's look at the paper that's handed back to you from Friday. If you were not here on Friday, or if you didn't get your paper back for some reason, then just pay attention as we go over it. Okay. All right, so on our first one, the equation did -8, so you should have done +8 on both sides. The second one, the equation did a +10, so you should have done -10 on both sides. That last one on the row, the equation has a -21, so you should have done +21 on both sides. Okay? Next row. The equation has a +14, so you should have done -14 on both sides. Next one, the equation has a -6, so you should have done +6 on both sides. And that last one, the equation has a -7, so you needed to do +7. Okay, remember that we are always looking for the number that is with the variable. 20 is not on the same side of the equation as the variable, so we're not going to do the opposite of 20. We want the -7 because that's with the k. Okay, on the back, I know most of you did not finish, and that's okay, so I'm just going to go through them. That way, those of you who did get to finish it, you can see if you got it right or not. Okay, so on the first one, the equation has a +9, so you should have done -9. Next one, the equation has -17, so you should have done +17. Last one, the equation has -13, so you should have done +13. Last row, the equation has a -5, so you should do +5 on both sides. The equation has a -13, so you should do +13 on both sides. And then finally, the equation has a +6, so you should have done -6 on both sides. And notice that I'm not really even talking about what the final answer was. If you made a mistake in adding or subtracting your integers, that's okay. We'll get better with that with practice. My focus right now is on whether or not you know what algebra steps to do to solve the problem. Okay, so today's paper looks like this. Okay, so you're going to make sure that you draw that line down the middle. You're going to look for your variable and see where it's at. And you're going to look and see what's with it. You're going to do the opposite on both sides. And then write your final answer. So x equals 2 - 9 is -7. you'll see an answer key or answer bank here on the side, and it says the. So that means on the back in letter A, you're going to write the word the. And it should like give a little like riddle when you're done. Okay, this assignment will be for a grade. You are going to be turning it in at the end of class. You probably will not finish all of it, but I expect you to get a good amount of it done, and I will decide later exactly how many of them I'm going to grade, but you will be getting a grade on this. Most of your points will come from this right here. I need to see that -9 on both sides. Okay, so make sure that you are showing that for each problem.